Welcome to Furniture Industry News, your source for the latest updates affecting our industry. I'm here with you on this Wednesday, July 30th, 2025, bringing you the most important stories you need to know about what's happening in furniture manufacturing, retail, and beyond. Let's start with what's really dominating conversations across the industry right now: tariffs. The furniture business continues to navigate some challenging waters when it comes to trade policy. The current situation is complex and affects how we all do business. China would be charged 34% based on its 67% tariffs on U.S. products, in addition to the 20% tariff rate imposed in February. That's a significant burden on imports from our largest supplier. What does this mean for your business? Companies are getting creative with their sourcing strategies. Some are still purchasing in China. Some of them are working with U.S. companies that get all of the pieces individually from Vietnam, but then assemble here in the U.S. It's not a perfect solution, but it's one way companies are adapting to the current trade landscape. Import tariffs from China were recently lowered to a still high range of around 40% to 60%, while imports from Vietnam face tariffs of 10%. The shift is real and measurable. Once the source of half of all imported furniture, China is now beginning to share the lead with Vietnam. This change is affecting how our entire supply chain operates, and it's something every furniture professional needs to track closely. Moving from trade policy to consumer sentiment, there's mixed news on the confidence front. Consumer confidence has stabilized for July, but concerns remain about the economic outlook. This creates an interesting situation for our industry. People might feel steadier about the economy right now, but underlying worries about costs and trade policies are still there. What's encouraging is that many in our sector remain optimistic. The research shows that furniture retailers are cautiously positive about purchasing trends moving forward. That's important because consumer confidence directly impacts buying decisions, especially for big-ticket items like furniture. Speaking of retail strategies, many companies are asking themselves a crucial question right now: what's the plan? With all the economic uncertainty and changing trade conditions, having a clear strategy is more important than ever. Companies that are thriving are the ones with solid plans for navigating these choppy waters. This brings us to some specific company news that shows how different businesses are responding to current conditions. Beyond Incorporated is making some strategic moves that could signal broader industry trends. They're pivoting from cost-cutting to a growth strategy. This kind of strategic shift often reflects what companies are seeing in market conditions and where they think opportunities lie. In the bedding sector, we're seeing some contrasting stories that really illustrate the current market dynamics. Sleep Number is working through a turnaround situation, with their second quarter results showing continued declines. It's a reminder that even established brands in the sleep industry are facing real challenges right now. The company is clearly in rebuilding mode, trying to figure out how to reconnect with consumers and stabilize their business. On the flip side, Purple is sharing some positive news. Their revenue and profit results for the second quarter actually exceeded expectations. This shows that there's still opportunity in the mattress market for companies that can effectively reach consumers and deliver products people want. The contrast between Sleep Number and Purple really highlights how execution and strategy can make all the difference in today's market. There's also some legal news making waves in the high-end furniture space that's worth noting. Our house has filed a lawsuit against RH and a former executive for trade secret violations. These kinds of disputes show just how competitive the luxury furniture market has become and how valuable proprietary information is for maintaining competitive advantages. When companies are willing to go to court over trade secrets, it tells you something about the pressure everyone's feeling to differentiate themselves. Looking at the bigger picture, our industry is dealing with multiple pressures right now. Tariffs are affecting costs and sourcing decisions. Consumer confidence is stabilizing but still fragile. Some companies are struggling while others are finding ways to grow. The housing market conditions continue to influence demand patterns. These factors are all connected in ways that make planning and forecasting more challenging than usual. What we're seeing is that companies with clear strategies and the ability to adapt quickly are the ones finding success. Whether that's adjusting sourcing strategies to deal with tariffs, finding new ways to connect with cautious consumers, or pivoting from cost-cutting to growth mode like Beyond Incorporated, the winners are the ones staying flexible. The furniture industry has always been cyclical, but the current environment requires a different kind of thinking. Traditional approaches to sourcing, pricing, and market strategy are all being tested. Companies that can innovate their way through these challenges, whether in their supply chains, their product offerings, or their customer relationships, are the ones positioning themselves for success. For furniture professionals, this means staying informed about policy changes, understanding how consumer sentiment is shifting, and keeping an eye on what successful companies are doing differently. The next few months will be crucial for seeing how these various trends play out. Will tariff policies stabilize or continue evolving? How will consumer confidence translate into actual purchasing behavior? Which companies will successfully navigate these challenges and emerge stronger? These are the questions we'll be monitoring closely here at Furniture Industry News. Thanks for tuning in today, and make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all the developments that matter to your business in the furniture industry.